Thank you for staying with us. So Mukhisa Kitui launched his presidential bid today, and that's a conversation we're having in studio with Dr. Lutalala Mukhwana. Dr. I'll rush you a little bit because I want us to look at the profiles of the other presidential candidates as well. But just before we took the break, we're talking about Musalia Mudavadi and how the entry of Mukhisa Kitui now complicates, quote-unquote, matters for Musalia Mudavadi.
It does, Linda. And as I had said, the four subheadings, the last one, the second last one, which was going to be politically, and then I was going to come to tribe. But for purposes of time, let's tie them together.
Okay.
In this country, you cannot spring from nowhere and want to latch on the dining table that decides the presidential candidate in this country.
Okay.
Honorable Mukhisa Kitui has an impressive CV, no doubt. He's a guy we must respect for those achievements. But the fact that when he left in 2007, he had just been clobbered by Dr. Seli Simiyu in Kimilili. The UN job, no doubt, refurbished him. To come back and want now to be a president 17 months to the election tells you that there is something he knows which most of us may not be knowing. And it's precisely because of that mysterious undertaking that he has engaged in that there are a lot of conspiracy theories being knitted in Western Kenya. And the first one is this. Western Kenya is already taken. Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula are, for the moment and for quite some since 2013, have been the mainstream Luhya leaders, so to speak.
Okay.
For the first time beforehand, Moses Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi have agreed that one is going to be, and that one is Cliff Musalia Mudavadi.
Okay.
The fact that Mukhisa Kitui comes now is being seen as a spoiler. A spoiler in the sense that he has to patch somewhere. And it's interesting that he said today, as he was launching his presidential bid, that he will go back to Western.
No, he actually said he'll start from Western.
Thank you. He'll start from Western
to
learn. He wants to learn how his knowledge and what he has to offer can interface with what the voters want on the ground.
Okay.
What the voters want on the ground is a united Mlembe nation under one leader. And that leader cannot be Mukhisa Kitui because the arithmetic is already made.
Okay, we have more than a year to go to the next general election. Daktari, I'm going to use you as my crystal ball today. I want to look at the rest of the candidates, individuals who have declared interest in running it in 2022. And like in a quick fire, just tell me what their chances are and why.
So could we have on top of my head?
On top of your head, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so there we go. We'll start off with Raila Odinga, ODM leader Raila Odinga, 2022. What are his chances?
As always, is the enigma of Kenyan politics. You don't rule him out until he's out. If elections were won or lost on depending on the number of votes garnered, he would be president.
So chances are very high.
Yes.
Can we move to the next board, please? So Raila Odinga, you say he has lots of chances. William Ruto, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya.
This is the man to beat. He has the gift of gab. He has tactfully evaded the incumbency tug and heaped it on the handshake and said, it wasn't me. And the crowd seemed to be sympathizing with him.
Musalia Mudavadi.
Oh, yes. This is one guy who will pull a card that people will not estimate.
You think he has cards under the table?
He has. He has.
Okay. Let's see how the cards play out for him. Moses Wetangula.
He has already...
and you've talked about tribes. So you have Moses Wetangula, you have Musalia Mudavadi, you have Mukhisa Kitui. So where does this leave him? If
Wetangula openly leaves and abandons and says, I am not standing at this time, that is precisely why Mukhisa Kitui is being viewed as a special purpose vehicle. He's coming in to replace Wetangula. So Wetangula will stay put.
Okay.
So that they fight it out in Bukusuland, teach Mukhisa Kitui a bit of a lesson, then the Mlembe nation moves for the first time to take the leadership of this country.
We'll wait to see that. Mukhisa Kitui, he declared his interest today.
You know, as I've said, he's a respectable guy.
Yes.
But you know, we had Mwalimu Dida, we had Professor Lenyangapuo, we had Dr. Lihanda Savai. The tag of a former presidential candidate is very nice. So it's okay to run for it.
Okay, Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua.
Mutua. I don't have much for Mutua, to be honest.
Okay, what are his chances? Come on.
I don't see any chances.
Wycliffe Oparanya, Kakamega governor.
No, the good son of Ambetsa.
Which still falls in Western.
Yes, Ambetsa Oparanya is a strategic guy.
Yeah.
He knows he has served his last tour of duty. He needs not to go back to Marama. He needs to be in the next political dispensation. How can he be there? He must leverage and say, I'll be up there. So that if he doesn't get it, he's somewhere.
He
so
has
don't
a
blame
bargaining
him.
chip.
Yes, he's looking for a bargaining chip.
Okay, Ali Hassan Joho, Mombasa governor.
He was quite a star.
Was.
Yes, in my view, I could be wrong. He was quite a star.
Yeah.
And by the way, he was one guy whom some of us really felt should be given a chance.
Yeah.
Until the issue of the port started smearing him.
Okay, I'm not so sure we can talk about that because he's not here to defend himself.
Correct.
Okay, so, Kalonzo Musyoka, Wiper leader.
My father-in-law, the son of Seikuro.
He's your father-in-law?
Yes.
Okay. You must say good things about your father-in-law.
I must say good things. he has done a good job.
Yeah.
But I think this time, he doesn't have a chance of getting the presidency.
Okay, Kivutha Kibwana, Makueni, governor.
Kivutha Kibwana, my ex-teacher, by the way, taught me jurisprudence in law.
Okay.
This guy is a very good worker, but not a good politician.
Good worker, but not a good politician. No. Okay, so allow me to leave it at that. Dr. Lutalala Mukhwana, thank you so much for your time and for speaking to us on Checkpoint. This is a conversation we will have, like you say. Kenya has been on a campaign mode since 2013. We are now in 2021. The next general election is 2022. Correct. Let's see how that goes. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right, great. Let's move on now. And it's the 14th of February, a day of love and lovers. And in marking this day,